Get him, dude. Get him. Oh, he's done. Get him out of here. Oh my God. Ripped. Yoink. Oh, he almost killed us. When are we gonna get more books? This is too easy. No problem, Andy. He's a humanoid, so he's gonna have extra 50% crit chance. Get him. Get him. Wipe him. Wipe him. Finish him. Oh, he's pinned again. He's pin locked. Oh my God, you love to see it. Ooh, this feels illegal. What if this was just constant? Oh my God. This is... Imagine if we were somehow able to get it this fast all the time. It just popped. It's breaking the game. We're breaking the game. All right, boys. Our arch nemesis. Are we ready?
Don't stare for too long, challenger.
Get him. Get him. Get him. Yes. You love to see it. One hit and then brrr, just arrows. Shit. Oh shit. All right. All right. All right. I gotta make sure I like try to mentally remember. Oh shit. Oh shit. All right. Oh my God. Shock burst wrecks them. Amazing. Amazing. Look at these frames. PC. I'm on PlayStation. Yeah. Ow. Can my pet get in here? No? Alright, that's cool. I don't want my pet anyway. I'll kill him without my pet. Kill him without my pet. What the fuck, dude? My pet was locked out. That's some bullshit. Dude, get in here. You dumb animal. There we go. We had to walk to the other side. Alright, that's fine.
I will succeed. How foolish.
Kill him. Kill him. Kill him. He's pinned again. He's pinned. Yep. Sick. He's dead. He's dead. Nice. It took 2 tries. We got him. All right, boys. I got a build update. Now, I'm going to let you know right now. There are some clickbaiters out there. I've seen videos with them saying the tooltip is over 1 million. It's not possible. It's not going to happen. Then they show gameplay and they run like a tier 2 map and then take literal 45 seconds to a minute to kill a boss, and the damage is so laughable. And it's more than one person. And I just want to say this is not clickbait. And I will show you with a tier 16 waystone, and I will show you a boss, and I will show you clearing. All right. Now, if you've been following my Galvanic Rain of Arrows shock burst, we're getting pretty deep into the end game now, and it's gonna be a little bit of an investment. Okay, I do have crit up and running. My shock burst rounds usually 51 to 60% crit. Galvanic shards anywhere from 25 to 31%, and we're running 1 unique. And gear could be better. I'm still trying to craft a perfect crossbow, which is going to make my DPS even crazier. But the build's in a good spot, okay? All right. So it was funny because like I watched some of these videos, look at the comments, and everybody's ripping on like, oh, on stream you struggle so hard, but then all of a sudden on your videos you were just in here blasting everything because you lowered it and didn't show us. Anyway, I just had 5 vaults of Kamasa. We literally hit them last night on stream. It took like 2 hours. Got some good shit. But let's find a boss. Let's go to Headland. How about that for a boss? Now, we're only +1 on bosses because I just haven't gotten anything. See? Tier 16, all right? Full maxed out. Exalt slammed. Corrupted, all right? Just to show that this ain't fake, okay? This is the real deal. Yeah, I haven't gotten... I'm still missing 8 points. We'll run the Delirium, even though it bricks our FPS. Now, I will say, this build... Sick. Yeah, this build really has been tanking my FPS. I usually run 15 to 25 FPS, especially in Delirium. So our arrows now fire when we do, and it literally fires every point. Each one fires every 0.7 seconds, and it's like 100 arrows in a circle fire. So it's got to render like 400 arrows every 0.7 seconds, and it's absolutely insane. Now I'm still working on getting the evasion up a little bit more. My next level, I will be getting another 20% evasion. All right.
Need more mana.
Can he get shocked? All right. Well, he can die anyway. So we'll be getting another 20% on the tree. But right now I think it's like 37% evasion and like 21 deflection. It'll be over 40% evasion with my current gear, which can be better, and like 22% deflection, which with full res, which by the way is I'll show you once I get my totems down and hit this. Right, let me get all 4 of my totems down and then I hit. Okay, so we're already over 40% evasion. My reses are down due to this map right now. Okay, all my reses are capped. My evasion is at 43% and my deflection's at 22%. Okay, we might even we'll be above 45% evasion, but with that and max res, I've never get one shot anymore. So anyway, let's we also got the Mirage Archer. And we're done. Nothing crazy to see here.
Stay still, damn it.
But once the arrows get going, it's just absolute chaos. 4 totems, boom, dead. The arrows do so much damage. I know a lot of people don't like the cannon's ready node because they only fire when you fire. But when we got that extra 30% attack speed from the node, and now we can run 4 totems without overabundance, which means that we can have the 12-second duration instead of the 7.2 with overabundance. Our totems just blast bosses, pin lock the boss, everything's stunned, and it's just it gets real crazy. We also have armor break on the totems. I'm about to end this delirium just so you guys can get a little bit better of an FPS show here, because this is rough. We're at 5. That's fine. Let's end the encounter here. Okay. We get a little bit of frames back. Now I do have this on PC and I also have it on PlayStation. And my PC's, not like a super high-end PC. Sometimes, depending on the build, my PC will run it better, and then sometimes the PlayStation runs it better. But no matter what I've done, I mean, everybody knows how the performance is with this patch. It's just bad. So, I know a lot of people running like the mortar cannon and stuff, and it's basically just destroying FPS, and like you can't see anything on the screen. Now, these Ballista arrows are way easier to actually see, but they will tank your FPS. All right, let's blast these guys. Ready? Boom, just wrecked. Everything's wrecked. As you can see, we took a hit, didn't even get down to half-life. And keep in mind, oh, that was because we had the elemental, that's why our resistances weren't up. So let me try to not get hit by that. I'll just put one Ballista down and show you. Galvanic kills them usually before the arrows even hit. So, and then shock burst to just really, once they get shocked, a lot of people are asking, is the companion mandatory? Yes, the companion is mandatory. The companion is mandatory because it gives you haste aura, so you're getting 20% attack speed, and then you get 10% movement speed. And since we don't want to waste any time trying to use another ability to shock the boss, because we're not running the 100% shock chance or any extra shock on the tree. Basically, oh. All right, let's all right, we're getting blasted here. Go back around this side. He dead. Galvanic will shock the boss, but you don't want to waste time. Ooh, a perfect regal and a greater exalt. Take that. So basically, I'll show you when we get to the boss how to set it up, but all right, so now we don't have the penalty. You can see my resistances are all 75. Okay. Hello. But yeah, as you can see, no clickbait here. Destroying. And 15s are even easier, which, you know, most people are gonna be running nonstop. So, all right, we're at the boss. So here's the deal. You get, for 10 seconds, you get a buff depending on how much other ammo you're shooting. So pretty much while you're running in, spray Galvanic. Because look, if you look, okay, we're 9,357 on Galvanic. If I spray once, 9,800. Okay, now I spray Shock Burst, 10,300. We get extra as we shoot that. Okay, so to prep for bosses, you're gonna run in, fire a Galvanic, switch to Shock Burst, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, roll to get your archer. He's already shocked. Pop emergency reload. 2.4 million damage, just like that. Pinned, can't move, can't do anything. He's dead. Absolutely destroyed. See how easy that is? And we got the Book of Knowledge. Look at that. No clickbait here. Build absolutely destroys. It's gonna get stronger. This crossbow is very good. I crafted it. But this will be weapon set 2 because it has +1 ballistas and it snapshots it. So when we switch back to like a very strong high fizz, flat lightning, crit, +6, and then hopefully attack speed. It's gonna be our weapon set 1, and hopefully we can get like to 550, 600 at the top end, plus like a 200 lightning, and that's without runes. So, yeah. Okay, so Malagaro's gloves used to give 300% critical damage bonus. So no matter what you do, this stays at 250. It sets it to 250. So we have, on Shock Burst, we have this, which lowers our critical damage bonus. But if you look at the tooltip, it's still 250%. So, and I will say, if you're looking at tooltip, the higher your crit chances, like ours is 53.85 right now. The higher your crit chances, the higher it scales the tooltip now. It never used to do that before. So the higher you keep scaling your crit chance, you'll see your tooltip DPS go up. But it's still not super expensive, and like with the new craft, you can craft a lot of this stuff yourself. Okay, so let's get into the skills here. Oh, I also want to point out that I should probably go back into my map and show just how high the DPS is, because you get, so with our, since we have 4 totems, with the node we have on the tree, we get 40% armor. We have 0% armor, so that's nothing. Okay, you get 40% armor, 40% evasion, and 40% attack. Okay, that is that's massive. Absolutely massive. It's very, very big. But I think our basic bulk gets up to like 82,000 DPS. So once we get new belt, it'll definitely be over 100,000, and we're critting at that point. But all right, as far as the weapon set goes, when you're setting up your skills, okay, if you go up to your weapon, if you're on controller, you'll hold triangle, or was it Y on Xbox controller, to share the weapon set. If you're on PC, you right click the 1 or the 2, and then you hit share weapon set. Okay, this is a big deal. Okay, for weapon set 2, it's our ballistas. If you're following our tree, weapon set 1, a little bit more lightning damage. So make sure you do that. And then you can't do it in the advanced menu anymore. You have to go to where your bind screen is. Okay, and then it'll tell you at the bottom where it says advanced info. So for your artillery ballista, you go into your advanced info, you go to skill options, and you make sure it's set to weapon set 2. Okay, Everything else, Galvanic, Shock Burst, set to weapon set 1, okay? Weapon set 1. Got it? Let's go over the skills. Artillery, Ballista. I'm running Heft. Now, this will all be in the link below in the description for Mobalytics, so you can just reference that because it's a pain in the ass to watch a video and just see the skills, okay? So we got Heft, Urgent Totems 3, Armor Break 3, Projectile Acceleration 3, and Rapid Attacks 2. If you're gonna use this setup, you gotta follow my tree. If you don't follow my tree, you're not gonna get the bonuses from this, okay? And we have Galvanic Shards, Double Barrel 3. I have an extra bolt, so I've thought about removing this, but it does so much damage, it's not even worth it. Innervate, massive for mapping and keeping an extra buff up. Fork, self-explanatory. Projectile Acceleration 3, again, just like this. We are getting... What is the bonuses for projectile speed? 83%. Okay? Now, this gives us 40, and it doesn't give us the bonus from that. Okay? But increases reduction to projectile speed also apply to projectile damage. So, not only do we... So, basically, this projectile speed makes it just shoot across the map super fast. You can blast things off screen. Without it, you're just shooting like half the screen. That's a big necessity for this, okay? So with this, we are then getting 43% extra projectile damage with this support gem, which is massive, okay? Like, watch, if we take this off, it's only 600. But, you know, that's damage. That's damage. It all adds up. The Galvanic doesn't scale a lot. 600 on Galvanic is actually a big deal. And then I got this drop. This was going for like 15 divines when I first got the drop, and I was like, damn, I need this. I'm not selling it. So basically, when you have maps that have more monster elemental, say they're capped at 75, guess what? This makes them negative 75, and you just absolutely shred through them. Let's price check. Let's see how much it is now. I want Rockiata. Where is it? There it is. Let's see what they're going for right now. Divines. So it went up 22 divines for this. Oh my god. Okay, so I got lucky and got that to drop. So like I was saying, this build's starting to get expensive, okay? If you don't have that, just run Elemental Armament. I think it's 2. Don't run 3. Run the second one until you get that, okay? Shock Burst rounds. Rapid Attacks 2. Concentrated Area. This only boosts pulse damage. You won't see it on your regular tooltip. Pinpoint Critical. More crit chance. Lightning Attunement. And Pin 2. Because guess what? Supported skills have 50% increased critical hit chance against immobilized enemies. Okay? And modifiers to stun build up for support instead applied to pin build up. So, if we look at how much stun we're doing, 169% stun. So that's converted to pin build up while we're blasting this. And if you look, our critical hit chance is 5385. Okay? So then take 100%, 110% of the base. Our base is like 9 point something. You look at another 10%. You're looking at 63% crit for shock burst rounds. And then on the tree, we have like another 50%. Now there is an 80% bonus that's applied. So pretty much all the time, depending on the enemies you're hitting, you're still going to be maintaining 50%. But when you're not using it in between, you will get up to 60%. Okay? It's massive. All right. It is massive. So that's that. Emergency reload. Make sure you pop this while you're bossing. Efficiency 2 and cooldown recovery 2. Herald of Thunder. Lightning Attunement. Living Lightning 2. Bone Shrapnel. And Elemental Focus. Bone Shrapnel now does like 25% of a pin target's maximum life is physical damage. They just explode everywhere. It's really good for clearing. Okay. Wind Dancer. Blind 2. Close Combat 2, Cannibalism 1, and Clarity 2. Right? When we get to the gear, I'll tell you exactly how much spirit you got to have and exactly how much mana on kill you got to have. Companion. I've shown where to farm this before. You do it in the Infested Barrens. Look for the boar. Make sure he has Haste Aura and all damage shocks. Some people get lucky, find him within 10 minutes. Some people go hours and not find him. It took us like 2 hours to get him. The grind sucks. but it's worth it, especially for bossing. You can place your totems, roll, which creates your Mirage Archer, and by then your boar has already shocked the enemy and applied exposure, and then you switch, you have shock burst, and you start blasting, and then you pop emergency reload, and you just fucking destroy them. Okay, you're hitting for 250% damage with your crit. Your Mirage Archer is doing, I think my pulse for Mirage Archer was, mine it hits like 220,000 on the DPS if you look in the advanced tooltip, and my Mirage Archer does like 97,000 on the pulse. I don't think crits apply to him, but I don't know. So you've got 4 ballistas, which hit 4 times each. So you're looking at 16 hits of arrows every 0.7. I'm pretty sure it's 0.7 seconds. What is the attack speed on this? Yep, attack time 0.7 seconds. So you're getting 16 hits from these arrows every 0.7 seconds, which is maiming. And we get 110% damage against maimed and immobilized enemies as well, on top of the 250% crit damage bonus. It's massive damage. All right, this ain't no joke. Anyway, companion, last gasp, loyalty, meat shield 2, and lightning exposure, because he's gonna shock the boss. Lightning exposure adds like, I don't know, it's whatever uniques. I think it's only 10%. But yeah, Herald of Ash, very good for clear. Fire Mastery, Magnified Area 1, and Vitality 2. We don't really have life regen anywhere, so this helps us. And Mirage Archer. Make sure you're leveling up your gem as you go. Okay, all mine are level 19. We can still go to 20. They're expensive right now, and we haven't seen one drop, but level 20 is going to push our damage even further. So make sure you have max quality, high level shock burst rounds in your Mirage Archer. Elemental Armament 2, Lightning Attunement, and Prolonged Duration. Now keep in mind, I still have room. My main abilities are maxed out, okay? But we still got room on Herald of Thunder. We can put more damage on that. Companion, we can throw Elemental Army on it so he gets plus 30 to all reses, so he's tankier. Herald of Ash, I probably put something on there, I don't know. And Mirage Archer can still get another, he'll get another boost to damage. I don't know exactly what I'll put on there. I'll probably put the rapid attacks on there and give him another 25% speed, and he'll be doing even more damage. So there's still possibility, but those are the skills. All right, absolutely massive. Look at this. Look at how fast the arrows come down. Look at that. It's insane. Look at this. It can't even, like, it just freaks out. Like, what are our frames right now? 19 FPS. Just sitting in our hideout shooting all the ballistas. It's crazy. So we'll just put up one. Look how fast it shoots. Boom, 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 boom. And that's just one ballista. Ready? Boom, boom. It just annihilates everything. God, I love it. I love it so much. All right, skill tree. Again, this will be easier to follow on the internet guide, okay? So projectile damage, attack speed, come down. I will be grabbing this, feel no pain, okay? At level 93, I will be grabbing that. All right, first things first, ascendancy, okay? You're gonna grab all the pin nodes, okay? So you can projectile damage builds pin, and you just completely make it so they can't perform actions. Just fucking shut them down, okay? Then after that, you're gonna grab the 50% reduced spirit reservation, absolutely massive. And then your last points, you're gonna grab cannons ready, okay? You get, this will give you 4 totems if you follow the same setup, and the attack speed just makes them do so much more damage, okay? Big damage. Just grabbing these two took us from like 2029 DPS on the tooltip to like 2960. Absolute massive increase in damage, okay? Skill speed. That came out here. You're gonna have to mess with your stats, okay? You're gonna have to make sure whatever you need for this build, depending on what you get on the gear, you will have to put stats on rings and amulet, okay? And some other gear. to get where you need. Make sure you have just enough to use your skills at level 19, 20, okay? Make sure you're doing that. All right? Make sure you are doing that. So whatever you need to change around depending on how much you have, because you're not going to have the same exact setup as me. Make sure you just change your nodes to whatever you need, okay? So we're grabbing like full paralysis. We're grabbing all this for the projectile speed. We're grabbing all this, you know, big crit chance against immobilized enemies, maimed. All right, grabbing that. Coming across, get 60% increased evasion if you hit an enemy recently. Oh, and we still haven't anointed our amulet. I'm gonna get Wildstorm. So if you look, Galvanic is gonna get another 739 DPS. Shock Burst is gonna go up fucking 3,423. That's massive. And our Mirage Archer is gonna get a little under 2,000 as well. So that's when I'm gonna the isolations are like 130 exalts a pop right now, so we don't have that on yet. But if you're gonna anoint, definitely go Wildstorm. It's gonna be the biggest buff. Okay, then we come down. Since we have a companion, you can grab this, which is massive damage. Okay, these 4 right here give you like 71% damage. Coming down for the movement speed, I removed the reload speed because we have that 30%, and sometimes we don't even reload. We're just firing forever. It's really nice, but we only lost like 0.7 of a second by losing the 70%. And then these 4 are weapon set 2, okay, for the Ballista. And then I've grabbed deflection rating. All right, and then I'll go over the jewels when we're done. And I'm gonna come down here. All this is just main, okay, so we can get the bonuses. And then once you hit this jewel socket, all of this is weapon set 2, okay? All that green is weapon set 2. All of that is totems. Follow it. All right, I forgot we also get that 8% increased damage to enemies in the presence, which is massive. And then when you come down here, you're gonna grab that's 9%, 19% attack speed right here. Massive, okay? Weapon set 1 right here. 10% increased immobilization against constructs. 60 technically. And then this gives us 50% damage against demons and 50 crit chance against humanoids. So, like I said, our crit chance is with shock burst usually between 60 to 70%. It's absolutely massively high. And then this is all main. You're grabbing all these. These 2 right here, the crit hit chance is weapon set 1, okay? And then this lucky lightning hits, weapon set 1, okay? These crit nodes, weapon set 1. And then once you hit this jewel socket, everything up here, weapon set 1, skill speed, okay? So we're getting 35% skill speed from that, and then right here. And that's it for that. Jewels, I'm running crit chance on everything. Run crit chance and then whatever other damage you can get, okay? That's if you want to run more evasion as well, make sure you get the 15 to 16% crit plus evasion and pump some damage as well. This one, we've got evasion, crit, projectile damage. And then the other one, we have evasion, crit chance, attack speed, damage with crossbows. Just pump whatever damage you can, okay? I don't know, I might use like a from nothing diamond eventually. Maybe get like, I know there's some like supportive ancestors, 25% increased damage while you have a totem. Attacks used by totems have 3% increased attack speed per totem. This would give us 12% more attack speed on our totems, plus give us 25% damage. So I might get this would be better than another 15% crit chance. It's really, we're only going to lose like maybe 5 crit chance, 5%. That's not going to do anything. This is going to be another 12% attack speed. We'll probably be at 0.6 attacks. That's going to be massive. So like, that's all things I got to keep in mind, you know? So if I can get something like that, 100% will. And then of course, our equipment. Now, I have 2 spirit left over and I'm running. So you would need total 64 spirit, okay? 64 is the minimum spirit you need, okay? You're gonna have to get on your amulet, and you're gonna have to get it on your chest piece. All right, that is the minimum. 64 to run the exact same setup I have. Okay, so crossbow, I made this. It could be better. We don't need the fire. Flat fizz instead of fire would have been nice, and also flat lightning. I'm learning how to craft. I think I got an idea of how I can pretty much get what I want and then roll the last two and just pray. All right, without spending a ton of currency. But you're looking for +1 to maximum number of summon Ballista totems. This is Amanamu modifier. If you haven't messed with abyss crafting, it is, I think it's this one, Omen of the Liege, the Amanamu modifier. That'll give you +1. Okay, and if you want to re-roll Omen of the Abyssal Echoes, but basically you put on what you want. You desecrate with a preserved jawbone, and you make sure this is active, and then it'll grant you a random Amanamu, and then that has a chance to be the +1. The totems, I have 25% increased attack speed. That's the highest roll from the essence. Okay, if you're just doing it regularly, I think the highest is 19. So that essence, which essence was it? It's this one. Yeah. So you have to upgrade it from a magic to a rare. So I got like super lucky with that. Obviously, I got the crit chance +6 with the essence of battle. I don't think we have any. Is it this one? No. It's this one. I don't have it right now. But that guarantees +6 to skills. There's ways to craft and do it, but you want crit chance, attack speed, big damage, +6 to skills, and a totem. Okay, it's not gonna be cheap, so try to craft it yourself. I do have a video of me showing the process of making this, although quick, because I still don't. It's still confusing. It's there if you want to see it. All right. So anyway, hat. Full desecrated hat for me. You're just looking for evasion. Pump evasion, pump life, pump resistances. Make sure you cap 75% all your resistances, and you get that 63 spirit. Okay. Same thing here. Res, resistance. Gloves. Only unique you need. Malagar's Virtuosity. These are going for like 100, 120 exalt. Not too bad. Okay, you need this for the crit. Belt, life, mana, strength, res, boots, movement speed, evasion, res, you know. Rings, resistance, flat lightning, flat physical, life, stats. Make sure you have mana on kill. Make sure you have at least 20 mana per enemy killed on one of your rings. Okay? One of your rings. And as you can see, we have a lot of stats. We got intelligence there because we have blue support gems. We got dex here. We got strength and dex here. We got some dex on this. We got strength here. It's since there's a lot less pathing nodes now and you're just getting more damage, you have to really pump stats on your gear. So it gets a little annoying to move it around. So yeah, keep that in mind. All right. So yeah, anyway, this ring, flat fizz, flat lightning, life, strength, dex, all elemental res. And the amulet, +2. We can still get a +3 on this. We got big mana, life, intelligence, and all elemental res again. So like I said, that puts us at the 75 for everything. We're 86, 88, 78, 81. And our evasion without hitting an enemy and no ballista is only 31%. But like I showed you, it was up to 43%. And we're going to get another 20%. So it'll be even higher. So we're going to be just about 50% chance to evade. And then it's like a 22 to maybe 24% chance to deflect on top of that. You don't feel squishy at all. It feels very good. And that's that. All right. So I showed you in action. No clickbait here. And it's very, very strong, very fun, very quick blasting. How many pits have we closed? So far, 523 pits closed. The build works. You can also check out any of my stream VODs. Come hang out on stream, see the build in action. Everybody does come out and support and hang out. Appreciate you all. And you know the drill. Subscribe, come back. See you on the next one.